Alright, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. It is currently 5:29 p.m. On this cold Saturday afternoon. Once again, this is Jerry Domingo, Finance Manager, owner ng Pinoy Car Loans Canada on Facebook, parte ng Philcan Car, a division of Sherwood Park Mazda. So today I wanted to do a special video kasi ito is isang sasakyan na matagal nang ni-request sa akin. So thank you kay Kiss John, I believe yung username niya sa Facebook. Tsaka kay Neil Dalesons, I think. Sorry if I'm getting your names wrong. Anyways, marami nag-request na i-review ko itong sasakyan na ito or at least give my opinion on this. And I'd be more than happy to kasi isa ito sa mga pinaka-paborito kong SUV talaga sa lahat ng mga Japanese na SUV. Guys, this is a Toyota 4Runner. So I'm pretty sure lahat tayong mga Pilipino ay pamilyar sa sasakyan na to. Even nung nasa Toyota pa ako, isa sa pinaka-popular vehicles yung 4Runner. Mainly for the looks, no. Not so much for the purpose, but a lot of Filipino guys would buy this vehicle because look at it. This looks extremely masculine. Now, hindi lahat ng 4Runner ganito ang itsura. This is a customized one. This is a 2015 model. Yung i-review ko ngayon kasi ito lang yung meron ako. 2015 model, recently traded in. Very nice vehicle. Kung interesado kayong bilhin to, let me know. Kasi available pa siya. It's got a lot of aftermarket tsaka off-road na mga additions, no? As you can see there. Pero, the whole point of this is I want to give a review on the Toyota 4Runner. Kasi sa lahat ng Japanese na SUV, talaga pong ito lang ang kakaiba. Talagang completely kakaiba, not just in the looks-wise, in the price-wise, but performance-wise na rin. So, what exactly do I mean by kakaiba siya? Right? If you notice nowadays, yung mga SUV na mga Japanese, or not just Japanese, pero mga North American, a lot of them are lighter, mas magaan. I think even Ford is starting to use aluminum na sa kanilang mga sasakyan. What makes yung 4Runner different mainly, pinaka-importanting dahilan kung ba't siya iba, kung bakit siya kakaiba is because it is a body-on-frame na sasakyan. So what does that mean? So there's two types ng sasakyan kasi when it comes to construction. There's body-on-frame and there's unibody. Unibody is yung buong katawan ng sasakyan itself is in one piece, tapos dinalagay na lang yung mga extra na parte habang ina-assemble siya, parang ganun. In a unibody, in a body-on-frame na sasakyan, kung naaalala nyo, 90s kid kasi ako kung naaalala nyo yung mga Tamiya na laruan, di ba, bibili ka ng Tamiya, bubuksan mo yung kahon, i-assemble mo yung chassis, i-assemble mo yung makina, assemble mo yung gulong, tapos lalagay mo yung body niya on top, di ba? I-screw mo yun, gano'n, whatever. Same concept bang body-on-frame. So sa 4Runner, yung kanyang frame na gamit, ay para siyang truck. No, hindi siya parang SUV kasi unibody. For example, in comparison natin, Toyota Highlander, parang ganun, unibody frame. Itong Mazda CX-9, unibody frame siya. Ito na lang ang naiiba, ito na lang ang naiiwan na Japanese SUV that's still built on a body-on-frame na pagkakagawa. Lahat sila nag-switch ng unibody kasi pag unibody ang sasakyan, mas magaan, better fuel efficiency, less road noise, right? Mas smooth na sa daan. Ito kasi, pag drive mo ito, ang makina nito technically is yung makina ng Tacoma, which is a 4.0 V6, right? Where all the other SUVs nowadays are V6 or turbo, right? A lot of it is leaning towards turbo. Ano pa rin yung mga 3.5 liter na mga V6. Ito na lang yung naiwan. So, think of the 4Runner more as a Toyota Tacoma na SUV ang katawan. Actually, that's not even fully accurate kasi hindi naman Tacoma yung nito yung basehan ng sasakyan na to It's actually based on yung kanyang chassis, no? It's actually based on the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Hindi sa Toyota Tacoma as many people think. It's actually based on the Land Cruiser Prado na frame, right? So, when you ride this, and I've ridden SR5 Trail limited na version ng mga sasakyan na to, and iba ang takbo niya. So, without much ado, I'm gonna go around the vehicle while I'm talking kasi nakafocus na ako dito. So, as I said guys, hindi lahat ng 4Runner comes like this. This is actually a very customized one. Kung sino man bibili nito, napakaswerte mo. As you can see right there. So as you can see, yung gulong niya malaki, right? This is the previous owner put aftermarket tires, tsaka aftermarket rims. Ito actually are off-road tires, hindi ito yung stock na 4Runner tires, no? So pinalagyan din ng As you can see there, very nice gray. Pina-blackout niya yung rims niya. Naka-lift to ng konti. Right? SR5 trim level lang. Kanyang gas. Of course, there's a tow package there. Kung magpo-4Runner ka, ba't mo kailangan lagyan mo ng tow package? Because that's what they're meant for, right? So I'm gonna lift this up. So, yung SR5 noong 2015 comes in two different configurations. Merong 7-seater, merong 5-seater. For 2018, 2019, I believe, Toyota is only issuing one type of SR5. And yung SR5 na yon has yung leather interior na tsaka at the same time 7-seater. So for the older generations, parang ito, 2015 model, as you can see, 5-seater lang siya. Now kasi, I believe the only 5-seater option ng 4Runner would be yung Trail Edition nila. Which is yung nai-slide ito. Nai-slide palabas. Totally meant for off-roading. Well, the whole vehicle itself, guys, is meant for off-roading, right? That's what its main goal is, right? So dito lang talaga, dito lang talaga sa Canada, sa mga Pilipino mainly, ang ginagawa itong family vehicle. Because, believe it or not guys, it's actually not a very comfortable ride. So, na-drive ko na ito minsan. Gamit ko ito, well, yung 4Runner ng kliyente ko. I was driving through downtown Jasper. Not Jasper, Alberta, but Jasper, downtown Jasper, Edmonton. And itong sasakyan na to, it's not very comfortable, lalo na kung yung situation mo is nag-drive ka in a gridlock na traffic, stop and go siya. Kasi ang chassis niya parang truck eh, right? Maybe for me ha, pero nung ako sumakay nito, drive ko sa downtown, na-stuck ako sa traffic, para ka mo motion sickness kasi bawat preno mo, ramdam mo, bawat preno mo, uugahin ang sakyan, right? Bawat stop and go. So that's one thing to consider, no? Kung meron kayong mga anak, meron kayong family members na madaling ma-motion sickness, consider mo yun. So I'm gonna show you there. Kabila naman. Di ako makasiksik kasi dito itong sakyan na to eh. So as you can see, very nice, right? Very rugged. So yan mainly ang selling point. Believe it or not, nung nasa Toyota ako, as I said earlier, yan ang main selling point ng sasakyan na to. People buy this because it looks cool, it looks manly, it looks macho, it looks rugged. They have no idea what's going on sa suspension. They have no idea about the engine. They have no idea about the body on frame construction. Gusto lang nilang bilhin kasi pogi. Right? And I don't blame them. I've always wanted a 4Runner for myself. I know I went on the record before last time, sabi ko, Toyota is a boring brand. It is. But sa lahat ng mga Toyota products, this is actually the only one I wish I could actually own, the 4Runner, right? And then of course, there's the Supra. Yun lang ang dalawang Toyota na I would say gusto kong bilhin. Everything else, Corolla, Camry, they're just outclassed. Totally outclassed by all the competition. It's just the fact na Toyota sila, kaya maraming bumibili. So, with that being said, let's go inside. So, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, this whole thing is pretty much a truck on an SUV body. Guys, put it this way, mas may credentials pa ang 4Runner as a truck kumpara sa Honda Ridgeline. Honda Ridgeline mukha lang siyang truck pero unibody ang construction niya. It's a poser of a truck. Like, mas truck pa ang 4Runner kumpara sa Ridgeline. So I'm gonna go inside. Very nice. So, a lot of this is very standard equipment. As I said, 2015 model ito. Of course, 2016, 17, 18 na upgrade na ito. But at the heart of the actual vehicle itself, yung kanyang body on frame construction, yung makina, yung chassis, everything has pretty much remained the same. That's how Toyota works. Very rarely sila mag-introduce ng mga bagong mechanical advancements, right? It's more of a very, if it works, don't change it kind of thing. So, I'm gonna turn this thing on. Pakinggan nyo. Did you guys hear that? I'm gonna do it again. Pakinggan nyo ha. So as you guys can hear, that is a V6 engine underneath. It sounds just like a Tacoma. It sounds just like a truck pag in-start mo. Kumpara sa mga ibang SUV na pang pamilya talaga na it's very quiet, right? And because that's the way it is. This vehicle kasi is talaga, it's a truck on an SUV body, right? So as you can see right there, very nice touchscreen design siya, right? Of course, modern amenities. Backup cameras right there. Atras natin ng konti, as you can see. See that? Nakita niyo yung ugang yun? Mauga talaga siya. Stop and go nito, mauga, right? So that's why I meant when hindi siya komportableng i-drive as a family vehicle. Because if you imagine if you have like a 5-year-old and let's say a 2-year-old na naka-car seat and they're in the back, right? And you're driving and you brake and ang bawat ano niya, for example, switch to drive. Oh. Bawat brake niya. Yan. Ramdam mo eh. What more pa kaya ikaw as an adult kung yung mga anak mo nasa likod? So, before, and I know it's not a very popular opinion, maraming mga Pilipinong lalaki na, oh, what mo ko dinidiktahan ng ganyan, blah, blah, blah. Because it's not a family vehicle, guys. It's not a family vehicle. Di komportable yung mga bata dito, hindi komportable yung upo dito. Maporma lang siya. In my personal opinion, I'm a father of 3 kids, hindi komportable yung sakyan ito. Right? Because this is a body on frame vehicle. It's built like a truck. It's meant to go off-road. This vehicle is meant to go off-road. Gusto mo mag-camping, ma-outdoors ang lifestyle mo. You don't want to go on the road na paved road. Gusto mo sa medyo rocky na daanan. This is a vehicle for you. Mahilig kang mag-hiking, mahilig kang mag-mountain biking, mahilig kang mag-ski, snowboard. This is a vehicle for you. Pero kung ang drive mo sabihin natin between bahay, trabaho, bili ng groceries, pag-pick up ng mga anak mo, this is not a vehicle for you. You have to accept that. Put the ego down. Put the ego down and think of your family, their comfort. Think of the wife, the girlfriend, the kids' comfort. It's not a very comfortable vehicle to drive. As you can see right there, again, para sa mga interesadong bumili, this is a 2015, only 60,000 kilometers, lots of additions na aftermarket for looks and performance. But this whole setup is very much standard for the Toyota 4Runner, no? So, this is how you can tell as well na truck ang kanyang setup. These are your drive modes. So, sa mga ibang SUV nowadays, for example, I'm gonna give you an example, the Toyota Highlander, right? So, Toyota Highlander, it runs on a front-wheel drive system na habang nagda-drive ka normally, yung front wheels lang ang may power, right? And again, that's done to save fuel. Yung all-wheel drive system of the modern SUVs rely on a sensor na automatically siya na mag-turn on kapag nagda-drive ka based kung gaano kadulas sa labas, right? So keep that in mind. A lot of the all-wheel drive systems nowadays, doesn't matter what brand, they put the vehicle on front-wheel drive, tapos may sensors yung mga gulong, and yun ang magdidictate sa computer ng sasakyan kung kailan i-engage yung all-wheel drive system. For a vehicle like this, you actually have the power to select it. However, keep in mind, sa lahat ng 4Runners po, lahat ng 4Runners, since they are built on a truck platform, they operate on a rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive sila, right? Rear-wheel drive, and then it goes into you can go into full-time 4-wheel drive dito, and that's what these knobs are for, right? So, for example, ito yung knob niya. This is H2, that's normal driving conditions, right? That's for your regular rear-wheel drive. Press mo to, you go to H4, as you can see. Mag-iilaw sa dash niya. Yan, naka 4-wheel drive ka na, right? You can do that, right? The only other vehicle I can think of that can do a full-time na all-wheel drive, na full-time na 4-wheel drive is yung Mitsubishi Outlander, which I sold a lot. Kaya alam ko meron siyang button to keep the vehicle on full-time all-wheel drive. And of course, you can go here as well. This one is 4-wheel drive pero low. Mainly, paano ba i-explain to? It's not for driving sa high speeds. This is mostly kung if you need the most, I think this is about torque for this one. Pardon me if I'm getting something mixed up. It's been a while since nakapag-drive ako ng 4Runner. Pero for this one here, I believe you use this, for example, if you go extreme off-roading. That puts the maximum torque pa when nagda-drive ka. Again, I could be wrong, I'm not perfect, right? But main driving selection mode would be this two here, right? And then this one here, right? So you do have that option. That's wonderful, that's nice, right? And as you can see, the vehicle is built like a freaking tank, right? Ito yung tipo ng sasakyan na you will be safe. Yes, hindi siya komportableng i-drive kung may mga anak ka sa likod, kung stop and go on traffic mo, but ito yung tipo ng sasakyan na where you will be safe pag nandito ka sa looban. Like, for me, I've driven yung 4Runner before, nasa Toyota pa ako. Summer, winter, spring, madulas sa labas, mas snow sa labas. I have never been afraid for my life pagkasama ko yung mga bata pag 4Runner ang dala ko. kasi I know how sturdy these vehicles are. Yun ang masasabi ko sa kanila, right? Very nicely done. Now, I talked about suspension kanina, right? There is a special suspension system that comes with a 4Runner pag bibiliin mo yung limited niya. Limited would be the leather, the sunroof, all the fancy, you know, bells and whistles, kumbaga. Kasi alam ko yung 2018 na 4Runner SR5 na base model, yung upuan niya leather na right? But if you go for like limited, then you get the perforated leather, yung may butas-butas na chenes, whatever. Anyways, as I was talking about, one thing, well, this is something na I even explained sa mga kliyente ko noon, sa Toyota pa ako. If you buy the limited one, it's a smoother ride because the limited 4Runner has something called the X-Reas system. That's X-R-E-A-S suspension system, which is exclusive sa limited na 4Runner. And the simplest way na ipaliwanag yung X-Reas is yung kanyang suspension links is connected with, for example, yung front shocks niya connected sa rear shocks, and then the front shocks connected to the rear shocks. Parang pa-X, kaya nga siya tawag na X-Reas. And what that does is it transfers yung fluid from the shock absorber that doesn't need it the most to the one na kailangan siya. So every time magko-corner ka, every time na magbe-brake ka or liliko ka, especially kung biglaan, you don't get the sense na you are gonna fall over, right? And again, that's mainly sa X-Reas na system, right? Which I cannot demonstrate here, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? And of course, hindi to limited, SR5 to, so it doesn't have yung X-Reas system. So, just some facts for you there. Kung interesado kayo sa 4Runner, gusto nyo limited, you get an extra one for buying the limited when you get the X-Reas, okay? So, sa mga nagko-consider pa rin ito ng family vehicle, let's look at the seats sa likod. These are nice. Those are nice. Pag maliit ka, doesn't work for me. You get the power seats here, right? Some lumbar support as well dito. As you can see, papapahinggan mo yung makina niya, talagang iba, di ba? Of course, you also get this extra ito, right? That's why I always tell my customers, kung bibili kayo ng sasakyan, go for pre-owned, kasi sometimes, yung mga previous owners, mahilig maglagay ng accessories. And the previous owner, for this 4Runner, put the window visors, and of course, the aftermarket off-road tires. So again, you get all that extras when you buy this vehicle, no? So, space-wise, okay siya eh. Okay siya. Okay siya sa bata, teenager, kahit car seat ng baby, okay siya. When I'm talking about sa mga magulang, sa mga lalaki, mga stubborn na lalaki, na Pilipinong lalaki, tulad ko, is yung comfort niya. Hindi siya komportable na i-drive. Yun lang sa akin. That's the only point I'm trying to make. If you really want to buy this vehicle or something like this, go ahead. Pero, please consider that yung comfort ng mga sasakay ng sasakyan ninyo. Okay? Legroom wise, it's fine. It's great for legroom, right? Mapabata, matanda, kasya dyan. So as I said, there is a 7-seater option available. Pero for this one here, so 2015, you have to, I don't have one right now with me, right? It's a very nice vehicle. So I'm gonna pop yung hood niya para makita niyo yung loob. Robert Aboyme, pa-quote naman ako. Sorry kuya, you know how, if you've been a follower of my Facebook page, you know hindi ako nagko-quote ng payments. That's not what I do. Salespeople do that. This is more of a service. I'm a finance manager. So you come to deal with me directly pag ready ka na bumili. Kung maghahanap ka ng quote, tumingin ka na lang sa online sa toyota.ca build and price. You can find it there. Thank you for support to. So as you can see there from the engine, guys, 4.0 liter V6, very clean. Right? So as you can tell, iba yung makina niya, right? Talagang the basic word I can use, I guess, is aggressive. Agresibo siya. Agresibo siya pakinggan, agresibo siya sa daan, right? And that's why a lot of guys buy this vehicle. So this one has a hood deflector na nilagyan siya ng previous owner ng hood deflector. That's always nice to have. Fog lamps, right? This, I believe, I don't think stock to eh. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's stock. I think sila din naglagay niyan. So whoever owned this 4Runner before, you did a really good job with your vehicle. It sucks that you had to trade it in. It's nice, pero whoever's going to be the next buyer is going to be extremely lucky to have this. As you can see right there. So again, Now, this actually looks like meron siyang lift kit. It could be a lift kit, or I forgot yung isa eh. May lift kit tsaka meron pang isa. Nakalimutan ko yung isa. Kung gusto mo itaas siya ng konti, because I know if you want to put like yung ganitong klaseng tires, yung mga off-road na tires, you do have to lift your vehicle for a little bit. But by lift kit kasi, and then meron pang isa. Nakalimutan ko yung isa. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm gonna research ko ano yung name na yon. Pero there is an option na ganun. So I think this has actually been done to that vehicle. And it's a bit higher off the ground. No? You can see there. So as you can see, malinis pa eh. Oh. Whoever owned this, for me, Pilipino may-ari nito kasi malinis pa ang sasakyan. No? Na-undercoat to. Right? Okay pa yung gulong. Of course, Pilipino lang naman ang gagawa nito. Iba blackout to. Right? Oh. Hindi pa nagawa ng tama, oh. Yoink. Right? Let's start up again. So, great room. As I said, this vehicle is meant for an outdoorsy person, an outdoorsy family, an outdoorsy couple, right? You know, you can put camping stuff here. That's the best choice here, camping stuff. Kasyang-kasya dito sa loob. If you need to lie down, you can even, you know, lie flat yung middle seats niya. Pwede ka matulog dito. This is also a great space for dogs. So kung meron kayong mga aso, especially meron mga malaking aso, just get one of these. Yung cargo liner sa likod, and they're good to go, right? So, with that being said, guys, this is, I believe, this is the last Japanese SUV that is built on a body-on-frame construction method. The only other ones I can think of na hindi Japanese, Chevy Tahoe, Ford Expedition, Cadillac Escalade, that's also built on a body-on-frame. As for the Japanese manufacturers, lahat sila nag-switch ng unibody. So the Toyota 4Runner is, I believe, the last one left. So that's what I meant. This SUV is one of a kind. It is truly special. I have driven this. I love this vehicle. You can even put a tent sa taas. Because I always wanted to do, want to put a tent sa taas. You can, you know, sleep there pag gabi. Obviously, may ladder pa baba. A lot of people, if you look online, have customized yung mga 4Runners nila. And you know, it's vehicle kasi na talagang tatagal sa inyo, right? So the only thing I would say is against this vehicle, obviously, is kung kayo ay city driving lang, kung kayo ay sabihin natin may mga anak na maliliit, naka-car seat o ano, my personal opinion, hindi siya family vehicle. Okay? Hindi siya komportableng i-drive, masyado siyang mauga. Stop and go pag kayo ay nakatira sa city and you're used to stop and go traffic. I don't think it's a comfortable drive at all for your kids and for yourself na rin. Especially if you're the type to get motion sickness easy, right? Especially, for example, like myself. This vehicle is meant more so off-roading. If you're driving on the highway, that's also no problem at all. Do consider the fact na rin na it is a 4.0 liter V6. So higher displacement, higher fuel consumption, right? Because this vehicle needs power. This is meant to tow, right? This is meant to be an outdoor vehicle, right? You can tow a boat, you can tow your bikes, you can tow a small trailer with this. That's yung purpose niya, because it literally is a truck na nakatawan ng SUV. So kung merong ganong klaseng pangangailangan sa buhay ninyo, then definitely consider the 4Runner, right? You don't necessarily have to buy a truck. Lahat naman, and this is, again, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Sa lahat ng mga Pilipinong lalaki, hindi mo kailangan ng truck. Hindi ka naman araw-araw maglilipat ng bahay. Hindi naman araw-araw na merong pang-equipment na pantrabaho. Kung meron kang negosyo, na meron kang hagdanan, then yes, go ahead, bumili ka ng truck. Pero most of the time, a lot of your needs na kailangan mo ng truck, for example, towing, kayang-kayang gawin ng sasakyan tulad ng Toyota 4Runner. Okay? So that's my opinion. That's my review on the Toyota 4Runner. There's not much changes sa makina niya when it comes to going from 2015, 16, 17, 18. I believe 2020 or 20, yeah, I think 2020 pa siguro yung next product cycle kung magbabago to. The only thing they changed is aesthetics. So yung looks. The TRD option. The TRD has changes yung kanyang suspension system a bit, right? But mostly it's mainly aesthetic. Mechanically speaking, performance engine-wise, it's still pretty much, I believe, the same. So if you're in the market for a 4Runner, definitely consider yung mga 2016, 2017 models. You're not really missing out by jumping from to a brand new 4Runner, right? Of course, kung gusto mo yung leather, tsaka sunroof na meron yung mga bago na SR5, then go ahead, right? But all I'm saying is, I'm a big fan of used cars. I think makakatipid kayo better that way. And as I said kanina, right? If you were to buy this thing brand new, then you have to spend extra. That's an extra 150 right there. The lift kit is an extra 1,500 or 2,000. Yung after yung kanyang off-road tires is an extra 2,000 or 3,000 kasi hindi naman cheap ang gulong, right? Window visors, again, that's a good $300 for the set, right? If you buy something used, at least find something na meron ng marami na equipment, right? But other than that, guys, as I said, Toyota 4Runner 2015. Kung interesado po kayo sa sakyan na to, please send me a message on Facebook. Hopefully we can get you into this vehicle. As I said, it's freshly traded in. Kakadating lang sa inventory namin ito. It's only got 60,000 kilometers, 2015 model, right? And price-wise, you're looking at $38,000, right? Plus GST and fees. But otherwise, guys, as I said, personal opinion, it's a great vehicle. One of the only two Toyota products I could ever see myself owning is a Toyota 4Runner and Supra, right? But otherwise, you know, as I already said, not the most ideal family vehicle. If you're single, if you're outdoorsy, if you're a couple, you're outdoorsy, right? Then this vehicle is a perfect fit for you. Kung kayo ay may mga anak na maliliit at ang mainly the only time na magkakasama kayo is magsisimba kayo pag linggo or sunduin mo from school, then stick to a Highlander, stick to a Honda Pilot, Nissan Pathfinder, right? Those are better, more practical options for you as a family vehicle. This is a fun vehicle, guys, but I just don't think it's a great family vehicle, okay? So once again, guys, this is Jerry Domingo, Finance Manager, owner ng Pinoy Car Loans Canada on Facebook, part ng Philcan Car, a division of Sherwood Park Mazda. As I said, kung merong interesado sa sakyan na to, please feel free to message me. Hopefully we can work something out, brand new or used, any brand, any make, any model. If you have any certain requests for opinions, reviews, let me know kung anong gusto yung sakyan na makita next or anong gusto yung sakyan na i-compare ko next. Otherwise, guys, hope you stay warm and enjoy your weekend.